to another episode of Creative Writing Advice with me, JJ Barnes. I am the author of How to Write a Story, which is out now on Amazon, where I take you from the beginning of your story all the way through the middle to the end point, and I cover everything in between too. My goal is to try and get more stories out into the world and hopefully inspire you and give you the confidence to make yours one of them. I always say this, but I'm going to say it again anyway. On a Monday, I do something slightly different. So I was being sent questions. Most of the time, the questions I get sent are to do with stories and writing. And I chat to people a lot on social media about their stories and their writing. But I started realizing I was getting sent questions about all sorts of things. And the people who watch these and follow me on the Twitters and everything wanted to get to know me a little bit better by sending me questions about anything. So this is what I'm doing on a Monday. Now, some of the questions I get are story related, or my thoughts on stories or movies, things like that, and other times they're not. Sometimes I get questions about, well, literally anything. I get them and I put them all in here. I mix them all up, so some are older, some are newer. They aren't just in the order that I received them, they are all mixed together. So yeah, I try to do as many as I can in a reasonable amount of time. I always worry that if I just answer like 1,000 of them, you'll all get like bored out of your skins. So I just do a few so that it's not too long and dull. But I do a few and it's a lot of fun because I'm always surprised about the things that you want to know. So I will start. I'll do a few. I try and answer everything as honestly and accurately as I can, and yeah, we'll see what happens. And yeah, I'm always a little bit nervous because I don't know what's going to come out, and I'm like, oh no. But sometimes it's okay. Sometimes I don't panic. Okay, let's see. TikTok, the home of cringe content. Agree or disagree? I'm not on TikTok. It feels like there's a lot of youth there doing things that I don't understand. I see the videos from their shared on Facebook and Twitter quite often, and sometimes they're fun, sometimes I get it and I think it's a lot of fun. Other times cringe feels pretty much like the right description. So I'm not on that. I don't want to do the TikToks. But I mean, if people like it, that's fine. But yeah, a lot of it seems cringe. Cringe. Seriously cringe, yeah. Okay. Have you ever broken up with a friend? I don't think so. I mean, when I was younger, I had fights with friends quite often because, you know, you're all dramatic and hormonal and teenage. But I mean, even then, I didn't really have fights with friends very often. Just occasionally. No, not really. I mean, I've lost touch with friends. But that's not like breaking up. That's just sometimes life just sort of, you know what I mean? But I'm not really a fight type. I don't enjoy fighting. I'm not very aggressive and I'm not very confrontational. So I'm not really a fight with friends type. So I'm gonna say no. But if you're a friend I broke up with, you can correct me. Okay. What is the worst movie you love to watch? If you watched these before, you know I'm like a massive geek for a good monster movie. And I think The Meg is fucking brilliant, but it's terrible. Like, I know it's really bad, but also I love The Meg. I think The Meg is just fantastic. I love a monster movie. I'm very excited for Godzilla versus King Kong. I loved the Godzilla movie with what's his face in. I loved that. That was great. Yeah, basically, if it's just a goofy monster movie, I'm probably going to love it. And I do think that The Meg is terrible. Speaking of monsters, hello. This is my monster. Say hello. No. Okay, another question. All right. Huh. Did you used to be on a sex documentary? In a life before this, I was a young woman, and one of my jobs that I had was, yeah, selling sex toys, and yeah, I was asked to do, it wasn't like on a sex documentary, I wasn't sort of doing anything particularly interesting, but I did answer some questions and do some chatting about my job. Yes, that was me. It was back before I could before I really knew what I was doing with myself. I regret it now. I wasn't happy. I wasn't at all happy. I didn't like my job. I didn't like that, but I kind of given up on myself a bit and was like, well, I just need a job. And this is a job. I'm pickier now. Like, now I do the thing that I actually want to do, but I didn't think I could then. I didn't think that the thing I love, which is stories, would ever be an option for me other than as a hobby. So yeah, I sold sex toys. Yeah. It was dumb. I don't regret doing it in the sense that I think we always learn something about ourselves. Whenever, you know, anything we do, we learn something about ourselves. And I learned a lot about myself back then, including what I wanted to do, which wasn't that. But yeah, that was me. That's orcs. Ugh. No, I don't want to do that again now. Okay. Will you follow me? Drop your thing in below and maybe. I don't know. Depends if you're a bit of a knob. If you're not a knob, yeah, probably. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. In your own words, define the following phrase and what you think it means. The art of compromise. In my own words, define what I think it means. Okay. I think it means realizing that other people have as much right to their feelings and beliefs and wants and hopes and dreams as you do. And therefore, if what they want is just as important to them as what you want is to you, then sometimes you have to let a little bit of something you want go so that they can have a little bit of what they want. And you should never give up something fundamental about yourself, something that's truly like essential about who you are. But if it's something that you aren't that bothered by but would quite like, and it's something that they truly want, you compromise by letting them get something that makes them really happy and give up something that would make you a little bit happy. It's a really long-winded definition of that, but I think that will make sense. It's a strange question. I mean, interesting. I like the ones that make me think, actually. Okay. What is your morning routine like? Well, on a normal day, I get up about 5. I go downstairs. I'll get maybe some dishes done or some laundry done, clean up the cat litter boxes from overnight, make breakfast for my children, get coffee. Then I'll sit down and do some admin-y work. So I might write a blog or catch up with some emails or do some markety things, check stats for like YouTube here and my blog. I might work on things like that, correspondence-y type things. Then I'll work on our movie. Really it depends, but today I'm filming this morning, and actually my day started at 4:30 when I had to bath a cat because he'd had diarrhea. So 4:30 this morning, cat bathing. That was a slight change to my routine. But yeah, I start early and I start work as soon as I'm done with things that I have to do before work, so like chores and looking after kids, and I try to mix in, well, we start homeschooling stuff at around 9, but that's kind of fluid because I'm very busy all the time, and I sometimes sort of get a bit lost. So homeschooling is a big part of it now though. I have a bit of a fluid routine because what I do is so varied. So some days if I've got a lot of pressure on a specific job, I'll focus on that rather than one of the other things. But yeah, it always basically starts with coffee. That's like the key to my morning. Okay, let me see, I'll do maybe 2 more. Okay. Do you smoke? No. Easy. Never have. Not even tried it. Doesn't interest me. Okay. Alright. Does pineapple belong on a pizza? If you want it there. I don't like pineapple. I think pineapple is thoroughly gross. In any form. I don't like it in like cocktails or fruit salads or flavoured pineapple drinks. I don't like pineapple at all. So I don't like it on pizza. But if you like pineapple on pizza, I don't have one of those sort of never responses to things like that. I'm just like, you eat what you like, but I don't like pineapple in any circumstances. I think it's vile. Okay, one more. Alright. What mythical creature do you wish actually existed? Oh my gosh, what a question. What a question. I don't know, because, right, so I've written about mythical creatures quite often, actually. So in Magic Rabbit, it's talking animals. They're called guardians. I made them up, but they're mythical in the sense that they're my myth. And they're called guardians, and they're like magical, powerful animals who guide, like, learning witches. And they also do other work. They work with human witches. But yeah, they guard and guide witches who need assistance and protection for whatever reason, either because they don't have a parent available to do it or because they're particularly powerful and need support. So they're nice. I like those, but I'm not a witch, so I wouldn't benefit from that. I've written about mermaids in Mermaid's Curse, but humans treat mermaids terribly because they use their scales and body parts in magical potions, so they get like abused and murdered for their body parts, and I wouldn't want to put a creature through that. I wrote about genies in Emerald Wren, but again, because people are kind of terrible, the genie in Emerald Wren and the Coven of Seven, she's trafficked, essentially. She's a slave who is owned by the master, whoever owns her, and then forced to grant wishes, but she's a slave until she does it. So it's pretty brutal. It's a horrible sort of way of living. So I wouldn't want genies either because of that. Maybe unicorns. I mean, although in Harry Potter they get slain for their blood and things. We don't treat creatures well, do we? Mythical creatures be no different. We treat them badly, but my girls absolutely love unicorns. That would make them happy. So I'll go with unicorns as my answer. So thank you very much for doing another Ask Me Anything session. I hope it has been fun for you and you have learned whatever it is you wanted to learn this time. I will be back again to do another one next Monday. The rest of the week I put out my writing advice videos, which are more standard sort of, I take writing advice, I talk about it, I break it down, I reference like stories and films and books and pop culture things so that you can start to sort of understand whatever concept it is I'm talking about. I try to make it as accessible as possible. So that you feel empowered to use these techniques in your own story and it'll help you with what you're doing. So yeah, come find those on a Wednesday and a Friday at 9:30. If you subscribe to this channel, it'll put the little dingy bell thing on. You'll get an alert every time a video comes out. Also, you can go to my website, which is jjbarnes.co.uk, and over there you will find links to all my books and my film and TV work, and not that TV work, that's former life TV work, I mean current. Current story filmmaking TV work. There's also my social media, so you can go chat to me. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. So thank you very much. If you want to put a question in the bag, you can find me on social media, or I've got an askfm account, and you can comment on this video and let me know what you want to ask, and I will do my best to try and get through everything. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back in soon. Bye.